start the fires?
Was a lighter, a big.
Burning questions about why a Spokane woman set 15 cars on fire this week. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here for KREM 2 News First at 5. I'm Whitney Ward, joined by my colleague Mark Hanrahan tonight.
Hey, good evening to you. Whitney, want to start off with that exclusive tonight about a series of car fires. The woman accused of setting them claims she wasn't thinking clearly. That woman admitted to our very own Amanda Rowley this morning that she was the one who started several car fires Monday morning near the Northtown Mall. Spokane police arrested her for arson last night. Here's KREM 2's Amanda Rowley with more from the suspect.
The Spokane Police Department is reporting 22 separate incidents relating to the string of fires near the Northtown Mall Monday morning. Those incidents include 6 burned vehicles, 10 U-Haul trucks, and a burned trash can at the Bank of America. 36-year-old Stephanie Register admitted to me this morning she started those fires, but cannot remember why.
Did you start fires in North Spokane and on people's trucks?
Yeah, cars. Yeah.
Why did you do that?
They were unlocked. I wasn't thinking clearly. I had alcohol in my system.
There's a lot of people upset about that.
I'm sure, I know. I shouldn't drink. I'm not gonna drink anymore.
So you were intoxicated at the time?
Yeah.
Were you on any drugs?
No.
Register told me she used a Bic lighter to set the trucks and other property on fire. Spokane County court documents say after her arrest, Register admitted to police she intentionally lit several fires near the Northtown Mall. Investigators say she also admitted specifically to burning the trash can outside the Bank of America and placing lighted materials into the bank's night drop box. Some of the victims believed they were targets of a hate crime, but it appears Register went to these areas at random.
Are you apologetic for what you did?
Yeah, well, they should have, I don't know, I keep feeling like they should have had their doors locked. But that's not a good enough excuse. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't drunk. There's no good enough excuse. I am sorry. To the people, yeah.
This afternoon, a judge set her bond at $35,000 for second-degree arson and a warrant from an auto theft charge. Police are still investigating several other arson incidents and could file additional charges against Register. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
We want to switch gears now and get straight out to Chief Meteorologist Tom Sherry back on our weather deck in the back patio right now because, Tom, you're actually tracking some thunderstorms over in the North Idaho area.
Yeah, severe thunderstorms across areas of northern Idaho, very strong thunderstorms elsewhere across areas of northeastern Washington and again into northern Idaho. All of these storms now are moving to the east at about 20 miles per hour. We've seen wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. We've seen quarter-sized hail with some of these storms. You can see, again, they started out around the Republic and Colville area and then continued to track to the east. Now the strongest storms are right here, as you can see, a little bit southeast of the Bonners Ferry area. Also, you've got a big storm now moving towards Sandpoint. So if you're out on Lake Pend Oreille, northern end of Lake Pend Oreille, that's big water. You're going to get big waves and big wind. You need to get off the lake right now. Remember, if you hear the thunder, if it roars, what's the rule? You head indoors. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect across areas of Bonners Ferry until till just a little bit later from now, till about 5:15. Again, they're tracking to the east, so our viewers in areas of northwestern Montana, those storms are headed your way. Right now, we're at 87 degrees. When you take a look at the cloud cover downtown, you see the big clouds. We have a risk of storms here tonight, but not as great a risk. Looks like most of the activity is still going to remain to the north of us, but we're not out of the woods. So I've got partly cloudy skies, a chance of thunderstorms here this evening up till about 9 o'clock. Then we'll look for mostly clear skies overnight with a low of 57 degrees. 84 will be the daytime high tomorrow. It gets up to almost 90 on Friday. And then for the weekend, we've got a cold front. Sure, we get 80 degrees on Saturday, but look at Sunday, all the way down to 69 degrees. Saturday will be windy, and then Sunday we've got a pretty good chance we'll see more rain showers and isolated thunderstorms. I'll check out the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. In the meantime, Governor Jay Inslee says to expect big changes at the university level when it comes time for students to go back to school in the fall. So the president of UW today laid out several steps that they are taking to protect against the coronavirus. Things like limiting fraternities and sororities to 50% capacity, and capacity will be reduced at residence halls as well. This was all part of a press conference with the governor today. They're also looking at staggering start times, limiting visitors to campus, placing markers on the ground to encourage social distancing, and reducing seating at on-campus dining halls. Another big question has been what will happen with fall sports. Here's what UW's president had to say about that today.
It's got to be safety first. I don't think, as who knows, between now and August, hope can spring eternal, but I'm not particularly planning that our August opener is going to be with a full Husky Stadium. I think the chances of that are very small. It is possible that if there is, we've looked at a range of things from perhaps, just playing within the conference to, perhaps playing with no spectators, to perhaps not playing. I mean, the whole range of options are there, but the important thing is it's going to be safety first.
So the president also says students will have more take-and-go options, and they'll be able to use an app to prepay for food and take it with them. If you'd like a full list of what some of the other local universities are doing here in Eastern and Central Washington, we've got a full list and some details on our website. Just go to KREM.com. All right, we have some breaking news for you now. Governor Jay Inslee will, in fact, visit Spokane tomorrow as we continue to see coronavirus cases grow in this area. He'll be meeting with health officials and local elected leaders. Now, Spokane County Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz continues to say he does not support a move into Phase 3 after almost half of the county's new cases now have been linked to community spread. Yesterday, the number of coronavirus cases in Spokane County surpassed 1,000, and today that number continues to climb. So our Casey Decker is breaking down all the highlights for you right now.
The numbers are concerning, 30 new cases today. But beyond the number of cases, health officials are worried about their source. Previously, spikes like this originated from localized outbreaks, usually at a plant like the macaroni factory. But now, especially for younger people, not all new cases are tied to such an outbreak. That suggests the virus is spreading throughout the community.
Its behaviors. It is something that we're seeing both at the local, state, and national level. Young people, especially since Memorial Day, have gotten out and they have socialized, and in doing so, they are finding themselves in settings such as restaurants/taverns that are potentially putting them at risk. And that's where, again, we're seeing. So again, we've gone from a primarily worksite related cause for that age group to now a combination of work, but again, it's becoming more and more behavior related.
Some have suggested that one of those behaviors is protesting. Spokane has seen a series of large protests in recent weeks. But according to Dr. Lutz, only 5 cases are tied to those protests, and evidence seems to suggest they were already sick beforehand. He says he wouldn't expect any more cases to be linked to the first and largest protest either. Lutz also addressed the recently implemented statewide mask mandate. He said that if folks want to move out of Phase 2, they'll need to start complying with that order and wearing face coverings in public. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
So for more on that mask requirement, the governor's new mandate that officially takes effect on Friday, all you have to do is text us the word masks and we'll send you the latest information in a link. Just send that word to 509-448-2000. Mark?
All right, Whitney just touched on it, but in just 2 days, face coverings will be mandatory all across the state, including right here in Spokane County, where we continue to see double-digit increases daily. Today, the Spokane Regional Health District is reporting 30 new coronavirus cases. That brings the total number of cases to 1,081 in the county. There have been no reported new deaths. Currently, 15 people are hospitalized. Meantime, in North Idaho, the Panhandle Health District is reporting 23 new coronavirus cases across Idaho's 5 northern counties. This marks the largest single-day jump in cases. That brings the total number to 192 confirmed cases. No new deaths have been reported there.